Hey, today we're going to be harvesting river tamarind seed so that we can make more trees, so that we can build soil and make more food. That's what this channel is all about. Growing food, building soil. Alright, so what you'll need is a bucket that is dry and seeds that are dry. And so you can see up here in this tree, we've got a lot of brown seed pods, and those are ready to harvest. Alright, these seed pods are looking amazing. I like harvesting them in clumps. I could wait for that green one, but I'm not going to. Each one of these has about 20 seeds. There's a lizard. Yeah, we're going to be taking your seeds, pal. So, the way you do it is find the common root here, and you rip. Try not to get too many leaves in there. I'm doing this one-handed, so it's a little harder, but yeah, we're just, and you pull up, here, let's see, pull up towards the base of the tree, and it'll come off. It'll come off a lot easier that way. Let's see if this works. Oh, that's actually working good. Oh yeah, we twisted a whole clump off. You get the gist. Yank a bunch of dry seed pods off. Oh yeah. Alright, I've got a nice half a bucket full of seed pods. That's gonna be a lot of seed, probably about 1,000. Alright, so with these, you could do each one by hand, and you just split them open, and boom, you get a nice line of them like that, and there's your seeds. Dump them in the bucket, toss that away. Let's try that again. Let's see, crack it. You wanted to get it to split somewhere? Here we go. Split, dump them in, chuck that. So the other way you can do that is you take your kid's little hoe and you take the wooden end and you just smash. And as you do this, you're agitating the seeds, or the seed pods, and you're making them pop open. And so it's not the cleanest way to do it, but if you want to do a whole bunch of something, it's a good way to get them to pop open. Let's see how we're doing. Oh yeah, there's already a ton of seeds in the bottom there. Wow. So this is not the most thorough way to do it. The most thorough way to do it is one by hand. And that's the way I'm going to do it. It's relaxing to me. But if you want to pound everything, it's a lot quicker. And you're not going to get everything, but you're going to get a lot still. But you may only get like 70% of what's there. Alright, so this, I'm just going to call this the bucket method of seed collection. This is the same concept. I'm just going to run over the concept real quick, because I do this for almost anything. If I'm trying to collect a lot of seeds, is I'll throw them in the bucket, agitate them in some way, get the shells to crack open, and then if it's breezy outside, I'll just dump it from one bucket to the other, agitate it some more, dump it back and forth, and so all the chaff gets blown away and the seeds just get dumped into the next bucket. So it's a pretty simple method. It's a million years old, but you know, this is how people have collected wheat and grain and stuff, is they beat it, let the chaff blow away. But like I said, a lot of these haven't been agitated, so doing it by hand, and since I don't have thousands of pods, doing it by hand is the way I prefer. The seeds pop open. That one only had a few left, so check those. Alright, this one, yeah. So a lot of these have split open already, and the seeds have come out. Not all of them. This one's got a lot of seeds left. Alright, real quick tip. Open these up in an area of your yard or wherever you're doing this that you don't mind some of these trees growing, because I keep spilling them outside of my bucket. So I relocated to up under the shade tree up in the corner of the yard, where the soil is really bad. So if a few of these started growing here, it wouldn't be a big deal. And actually, it'd be kind of nice if they were here. So easy, you can do it one-handed while you're holding your camera. Wow, that's amazing. So another quick tip here is do it where you want some mulch, because you're going to create some bean pod mulch from all your river tamarind pods. Okay, just discovered a new method of going really fast. You just slip them apart like this, and they immediately unload, and you can go super fast. So I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do the rest of these. And yeah, they'll probably be about maybe 5% waste, maybe 10 max. But as you can see, I've got a lot of seeds here. Looks like I dumped a bag of coffee in here. But those are not coffee beans, river tamarind seeds. You might be able to roast them and do something with them, but I don't know. So there's my seeds. Lots and lots of them. That's pretty cool. So once I'm done with my seeds, I take out anything with moisture. So little green leaves will get in there. It's got moisture. Take all those out. And just kind of pick out various debris, things that might poke a hole in bags, so like stems and things, because these are going to go in plastic bags. So I just kind of run through it and see what's in there, or you can go like this and then blow in it, and you'll see stuff blowing around. That's the kind of stuff you want out. All right, let's talk seed storage really quick. Here's what I do. I've always had generally good germination rates doing this, is especially if I gather seed in the summer when it's hot and humid here, I'll put them in like a bowl, an open bowl, and I bring them inside where it's air conditioned and drier, and I just leave them out like on the counter for a few days. My wife loves it when I do that, especially if the kid comes along and knocks them over. No, put them up somewhere where they're not going to get knocked over, but just leave them out for a few days. And so what this does is it brings the moisture level in the seeds down to a better place. And so if they're too moist and then you seal them up, that moisture will come out and things will start to get moldy or rot, or it just gets gross. And so I just let them get to an indoor ambient humidity level is good. Out here, I wouldn't store them out. They might store out here. The germination rate would probably not be as good. But honestly, I'm probably going to grab a handful of these and plant them around the yard and then store the rest. So, see what happens. And usually if I haven't sprouted something like this before in the same way, I'll put a few into a little pot just to make sure, like, just kind of like a little test sample, like, does this batch actually germinate? So, that's what I do. Very simple, very straightforward. So, that's it for collecting seeds off of that amazing tree. And there's still a lot of seed pods on there, so I can collect more later. But look at that. That's not a bad amount of seed there. I would say there's 1,000. I won't count them. Maybe 500. I don't know. Plenty. Enough to make a whole forest of this stuff. So, hope you guys are interested in Syntropic agroforestry, using trees like this that are very resilient to produce organic matter on the spot. Plus, it's a nitrogen fixer, so it's producing its own nitrogen in the soil. Every time I cut and prune, boom, that nitrogen is released. So heavy pruning on one plant is fertilizing the plant next to it. That's pretty cool. Alright, see ya. Love you, bye.